What's up, guys? Welcome back to Nick's Fishing. Now, if you were with my channel about this time last year or about 10 months ago, you remember that I actually did some crappie fishing. Now, whenever this water starts to cool up, the crappie are just on fire at this neighborhood pond, and basically like any pond where there's a lot of crappie. If I remember correctly, last year it was November, December, and January, maybe even February, where I was absolutely crushing the crappie. Like, I had a day where I caught like 40, and I'm talking big crappie too. One day I caught almost a 3-pounder. Like, guys, there's a few videos back on my channel. If you scroll back, you'll see them. But anyways, it is currently the end of September, and I was like, well, maybe I can go ahead and catch a crappie. Maybe they're already gonna start biting, maybe not, but I decided I'd try it. And now, one of the things that had my hopes up is whenever the crappie start to bite, you'll also see them coming up to the surface and feeding a little bit. I don't know if it's on little minnows, I don't know what it is, but at this pond in my neighborhood in particular, you'll just see little stirs at the top of the water out in the middle of the pond where the water is deep. Now, here recently, I have been seeing that a little bit at the evening, so that gave me a little bit of confidence. So basically, guys, in this video, what you're gonna see is I went down there in the kayak on the first day, right before dark, so prime time for fishing, and I was just paddling around the middle of the pond. The water's about 7 to 8 feet, and I was just casting, let my bait right here. Mr. Crappie 2-inch Slabalicious on a jig head. I talked about it a ton last year. I'll probably talk about it more in depth later this year, but yeah, I was taking that, paddling around in the deep water, and I was either blind casting, letting it sink down the bottom and slow rolling it, or I'd see a fish and cast at it. So I'm actually gonna shoot you in the first day where I was doing this from the kayak, and then after these couple clips, I'm gonna shoot you into the next day. Fish. Please be a crappie. It's a bass. Golly. There's a fighter on this light tackle. Bam. Nice little 1-pounder. Sitting out there in some kind of deep water. There's one. Yes. 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 It's a crappie. He literally jumped in the boat. I knew it, baby. I knew I saw a crappie stirring. I got bit twice, and then I finally caught one. He choked the grub. There it is. Mr. Crappie 2-inch Slabalicious on a tiny little chartreuse jig head, crappie number 1. Let me back up to where I was. There's a spot that I casted at probably 5 times, and I got 3 bites. If I can keep casting over there, there's probably some more, because crappie tend to school up. Alright, let's try to get another one. Oh, number 2. Definitely a crappie, I can tell by the way he bit. Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Get in the boat. Oh, no. I didn't want to grab the line because I knew he was barely hooked, but I couldn't grab his lips. I was going to grab the line to pull him in, and he came off. That was a lot better than the first one. Okay guys, now the rest of the reason I was only using that one camera angle, on that fishing adventure there was two things I was trying to accomplish. One, test out the crappie bite, see if I could catch any, and two, test out that GoPro angle. Now later I'm going to start using that GoPro and my phone mount whenever I'm on the kayak, but it's not in that video. But now, I actually decided to go the next day. I got my papa's John boat with an anchor on it, and I was paddling out in the middle, and every time I got a bite I would drop the anchor down. I was doing the same thing, except for I wasn't seeing them stir as much, so the whole time I was basically blind casting. But I did find a couple spots where some crappie were. I was just casting it out, let my bait sink to the bottom, reeling it slow, and I mean I caught a few crappie. It was pretty cool. It's really getting my hopes up for the upcoming crappie bites. So now I'm going to shoot you into those clips. I hope you enjoy them. There's one. He's on. He's on. Oh, it's a crappie. It's a crappie. I need to drop the dang anchor. Stay on, crappie. Okay. Wow. I was running like a bass there for a minute. Here we go. Maybe I got it hooked good. I don't. It's not hooked good. Come here, fish. Barely hooked. Ooh. Ah, yes, sir. Look at that, baby. That is a good one. Right there, it was barely hooked. The old grub. Fish number one of the day. I'm going to snap a quick picture with it, and then I'm going to get the release on it. Alright guys, going for the release on crappie number one of the day, crappie number two of the season. Okay, so if I remember correctly, I was casting to somewhere over there, and that's where I got bit. Man, crappie bites are so weird. Like I literally just felt pressure. It wasn't like a tap or anything. It was just pressure was on there, and then I just kind of leaned in and kept reeling. But I got him. Okay, I don't remember the exact spot, but I just know I was pretty far over that way. And the boat's in basically the same spot because I did drop the anchor. I mean, I've spun around a little bit, but I'm in basically the same spot. And all I'm doing is casting that grub out there, letting it sink down to the bottom, and then slowly reeling it in. That's literally it. Looks like my line's running. I think it is, dude. There's one. Right whenever I pulled the anchor up. Let me drop it back down. Yeah, I think I still kept pressure enough to keep him on. He's barely hooked again though. Gotta keep pressure or he's coming off. Come on. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get in the boat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby. That's another chunky guy. Look at that. Once again, just hook popped right out. Keeping pressure is the only thing keeping this fish on, but man, that is a solid 12-inch crappie probably. Beautiful fish, man, beautiful fish. One of my favorite fish to catch right there. Now, I believe I casted just a mile that way right before I pulled the anchor up. I'm honestly not too positive where I casted once again. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it was way out there where he bit. Something like that. I was actually gonna try to get closer to over there where I caught that first fish. And then, as I said, I caught him way back that way. So I don't know what to do. Crappie are on both sides of me, there's no doubt about it. But yeah, crappie number 2 of the day. 2 good ones. I mean, this is a good sign. They are biting a little bit. Hooked up. Hooked up. I think this is about where I caught that last one. Dude, this is a big one. This is, oh my gosh. That thing was huge. Goodness. Man, that was a monster, dude. Right out here in front of the dock. This is about where I caught that last fish. Oh, there's another one. Dude, we might have found them. We might have found them. Oh, this is a dink. Oh, man. Barely made it in the boat. Hold still, buddy. Hold still. Wow, he got muddy. Oh, man, I about fell over. He got muddy from all the mud from my shoes and the anchor, but fish number 3. Dude, that is an excellent sign. 2 bites and 2 casts from 2 different fish. Oh yeah, baby, we might have found some, finally. Because this is where I caught that last fish, and now I just got 2 more bites right here. We might be on them. That one honestly just picked it right up off the bottom. I wasn't moving it whenever he bit. Rather he hit it whenever I stopped reeling it and it was falling to the bottom, but yeah, we're anchored down right here. We're gonna keep casting. I don't know, guys, it's looking good, but then again, those could have been the only 2 fish there. Oh, yes, another one. Another one. Please tell me he got hooked good. Oh, that's a good one again. That's a good crappie. Not sure how good. God, he's barely hooked. I mean, barely hooked. I'm gonna try to whip him. If I can bring him over here while keeping pressure. Okay, come here, fish. Oh, he's wrapped. He's wrapped on the anchor. Oh, okay, he's actually hooked good. Bam. I could see that it was on the outside of his mouth, but I didn't know it had him right there in the top of the lip. You see, it had him pretty good. Had him pinned. Well, actually, not that good. Bam. Fish number 4. Golly, as I dropped my rod. Okay. That is 3 fish back to back. I did lose one of them, but still 3 fish back to back. We might be on them. I hope so. I hope they keep biting right here. The thing is, I'm not seeing them stir, guys. Like, I'm not seeing them come up to the surface or anything. I just happen to stumble across this spot. And yeah, it's looking like it's holding several fish. And they're all pretty decent. I mean, that was a solid crappie. There's one. Come on, come on, come on. Stay hooked, stay hooked. Oh, it's a little bass. He was running like a little bit different. He was running at me and I was like, dang, I thought he was gonna lose pressure. But turns out he was running so weird because it was a bass. Wow, this guy actually has a tiny minnow in the top of his throat. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what he's feeding on. I wonder if that's what these crappie are feeding on out here deep too, just some little minnows. I have no idea. Guys, I don't want to say crappie season's here yet, but I mean, it's starting to pick up. The crappie are actually buying. The heat of summer is basically gone. The cool weather is coming, but I'm telling you guys, whenever it gets to December, that's when the bite's going to be on. So stay tuned for some awesome crappie videos. Maybe some 1v1 challenges with people you've never seen on this channel before. Also guys, hunting season is here. Dove hunt videos are coming, deer hunting videos are coming. And yeah, I mean, we've got some pretty cool deer hunting video ideas. Now, I don't know if this will ever make it to the channel, but out on our land, there has been an albino deer spotted. I don't know if we'll ever see it while we're hunting. Bo might see it whenever he's not hunting with me, but hopefully, I mean, we could get some video footage, maybe even kill that thing. That would be absolutely crazy. Let me know what other kind of hunt videos you want to see. I don't know when squirrel season is, like the official season. But I do have a 22 and squirrel hunt's pretty fun as well. But yeah guys, that's basically all I have for you today. If you did end up enjoying, let me know by dropping a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And turn that notification bell on as well if you go subscribe. But other than that, I'll just see y'all in the next video. Bye.